Hey guys, it's Linda Hopson back again, your hashtag online BFF, and this is video number 7 out of the challenge, 30 videos in 7 days, but I have an update. I was just talking to my mentor and talking to him about the videos that I'd already cut and my plans for, going forward, etc. And he said, well, the way you're going, you could probably do 35 videos in 7 days. Well, challenge accepted, my mentor. And so I am going to do 35 videos in 7 days. I have 30 planned, so I got to think of 5 more pieces of content that I would like to share to you, because it's not just about making the videos and taking massive action. It's also about providing content for those people who are watching this video, hopefully, and so that you get something out of it and that you, connect with me on some way. So anyway, challenge accepted, 35 videos in 7 days, and this is video number 7. And, I'd mentioned before, and I probably will mention again in this video series, that one of the success steps that I take, and a lot of successful people do, is to read every day, whether it's 10 pages, 15 minutes, 30 minutes. Read a little bit every day, and it's not, romance novels or, how to catch a certain fish or, whatever that you read for pleasure. It's books to read to improve yourself, self-development, personal development books that are either going to improve your mindset, improve your lifestyle, or improve your business, which kind of does all 3 things. So, I had talked a little bit about another book in a video in the past, and today I want to, and in a lot of these videos, I'm going to talk about this book because it's really, really good. And the name of the book is Psycho-Cybernetics. It's showing backwards for me, so I don't know if you see it backwards or not. The author is Maxwell Maltz, I believe is how it's pronounced, and he is actually a plastic surgeon, but he talks about success strategies and psychological things that do with being successful in your life, no matter if it's business or just being happy with yourself and just having a happy, fulfilled, successful life. And today I want to talk a little bit about goal setting. If you've ever been a part of something where you're trying to succeed, or, a business, or listen to a motivational speaker, they will talk about goals and setting goals because, a lot of people will use this same analogy. You can't get into your car and get to a destination if you don't know what your destination is. You don't get into your car and just start driving and hope you're going to get there. You know the address, the area that the place is in, wherever you're going. And sometimes you even use GPS if you've never been to that area of town, or if you're, traveling across the country, you'll use GPS to give you step-by-step instructions on how to get there. And with business, it's the same way. You can't just go, okay, I'm going to succeed. You have to have a game plan. You have to have a goal. What does success mean to you? What do you want to accomplish? In how much time do you want to accomplish that? And so goals are very, very important in succeeding in anything, but especially in business and financial freedom. And so I want to read you just a little excerpt from this book, because I didn't want to memorize it, and I didn't want to paraphrase it. So he actually talks about Columbus and over-believing. Scientists, let's see, let me start back again. William James once said that everyone, scientists included, develop his own overbeliefs concerning known facts, which the facts themselves do not justify. As a practical measure, these overbeliefs are not only permissible but necessary. Our assumption of a future goal, which sometimes we cannot see, is what dictates our present actions and our practical conduct. Columbus had to assume that a great land mass lay to the westward before he would discover it. Otherwise, he would have not sailed at all, or having sailed, would not have known whether to set his course to the south, east, north, or west. And so sometimes in goal setting, you have to have a belief that it's going to happen, that it's already happened. And you set a course for getting there. Okay, so if your goal is to, say your goal is to make $5,000 a month in your business, and you've never made $5,000 a month ever in your life. You have to have that faith that it is possible, that you can do it. And a lot of that has to do with mindset, with reading and doing things that mentors will tell you to do as far as, getting your mindset in that success frame. And just to have the belief that it's going to happen, to visualize it. I do a lot of visualizing, and I'll talk about that in future videos. In that book, in that paragraph that I read, that's basically what he's saying, is that, the fact of making $5,000 in a month is attainable, but you have to have the faith that it can be done, and that it can be done the way you're doing it, whatever business you're in, etc. And then have a game plan. Because if you don't have a goal, if you just say, well, I want to make more money, you're not going to know whether to go north, west, south, east. And sometimes if you don't have a goal, you don't set sail. I talked before about taking small actions every day and taking massive action. If you don't have a goal, it's hard to do those things because you don't have your eyes on the prize. So it's very important to set goals so that you can inch forward towards your success, doing those little actions every day, and sometimes catapult yourself to success by taking massive action. So set goals, set them attainable. If you've never made $5,000 in a month, $5,000 is probably a good goal, or maybe you might want to go down to $3,000 a month. But don't make it $100,000 a month. Yes, that's possible. In my particular business and company, people have done that. They're making, tens of thousands of dollars a month. But for me, that's a huge stretch right now. So I start smaller. And so don't just wear it just that makes your head explode because you can't even fathom it. But stretch. If you're used to making $2,500 a month or $3,000 a month, make your goal for $5,000. If it's exercising, if you've never done 50 sit-ups before, don't make your goal 150 sit-ups. Make it for 50 or make it for 55 or 60 sit-ups. Because you want to achieve your goal. If you keep making something that's could be achievable, it has been achieved before, but it's going to take you a very long time to get there. You're going to be more likely to get, kind of down about it, and then you start not doing the things you're supposed to be doing, and then when you stop doing those things, then the goal actually is unachievable because you're not doing those success steps. So set a goal, make it achievable, but stretch and give it a timeline. So don't just say $5,000 whenever. I set my goal that I want to make so much money, and my goal has nothing to do with your goal. So X amount of money in May. That's one of my May goals. I have some action goals too, but my financial goal is to make an X amount of money in the month of May. And now I know what to work with. What is it going to take to make that amount of money in that month? How many hours am I going to put in? What am I going to do? How am I going to advertise? So set that goal. Again, make it achievable, but stretch out of your comfort zone and give it a time frame. And then start making an action plan on achieving it. And I will see you on the next video.